Hi there. John Draws coming again from my classroom here in Carthage, Illinois, Carthage Middle School. Today I'm talking to you about speed on the drum, which is on a lot of drummers' mind. And when I say the secret of speed, I don't mean that there's a secret you can learn to play faster. I mean it's the secret because no one seems to know it. And I'm going to spill the beans here. There is so much bad information on the internet about speed on the drums. And in my own endeavors to increase speed, over the years I've watched many videos. And they all claim if you do this, you'll play faster. And they don't work. They'll show you an exercise to play. And you can learn how to play that exercise kind of fast, but it doesn't teach you how to, doesn't increase your speed on the drums. And there's, so many videos, and I've watched a lot of them, and they don't work. And here is the secret, again, that this isn't going to make you play faster, it seems to be it's kind of like secret knowledge. I've done extensive research and talked to people with doctorate degrees in music and kinesiology, I probably said that wrong, like the science of motion and how the body works, and neurologists, and read books. And it really comes down to one simple idea. How fast you can coordinate a motion, like moving your hand to move a drumstick, is controlled by your brain. Your brain sends out an electrical impulse that makes your muscle contract. And people who study that kind of stuff would say, yeah, that's very basic information. And so how fast you can do that is set, and you can't change it. The only difference of opinion is either it's set from birth or it's set like early in life, probably before age 5. The brain's developing, and you really can't, you can't do anything to change that. I've been playing drums going on 38 years here. Again, I've had different instructors, talked to a lot of drummers, watched lots of videos, bought books, and all the tricks they tell you to increase your speed, none of them increase your speed, because the only thing that controls the speed is how fast your brain can send that signal out. And that could be how fast you run, how fast you drum, how fast someone can tongue a bassoon. Doesn't matter. Your brain controls how fast that happens. And there isn't a way to increase that speed. So all these videos you watch that tell you the fastest way to get faster, they don't increase your speed. And people will say, well, practice with heavy sticks, that'll make you faster. You may play slower with the heavier sticks, so whenever you're practicing, you then go to light sticks, and you'll be able to play it a little faster, but you didn't really play faster with the light sticks, you just played slower with the heavier sticks. Playing on a pillow, that doesn't make you faster. But that can be good for working on articulation and for power and control, that way you can develop your muscles, but it won't increase your speed. Again, your brain controls how fast you can move your hand. Playing on a pillow doesn't change that. So when I talk to students about speed, what I talk about is their potential. Because wherever it is set, that's their maximum speed. So my goal is to get them, to that point, to maximize that potential. There's no secret to changing how fast they can play, but maybe they're playing here, and I can get them up to here. So, I tell people you can't increase your speed. They'll ask me, so I can't play any faster than I play now? And I say, well, maybe. And the key to that is technique. If you're moving your stick in a way that causes it to not play as fast as you can, then you're slowing yourself down. So we can refine technique, and that can increase your speed. But again, it's really maximizing your potential. It doesn't increase how fast you can play the drums. It just gets you, to your maximum level. Once you hit that, you can't play any faster. I've seen nothing in my research, plus my own experience of trying to play faster, that says that. Now, big disclaimer, I am not the world's fastest drummer, and I don't claim to be. I know there's guys who can just smoke me on speed. No matter how long I practice, hours a day, for years, I max out playing 16th notes at about 240 beats per minute, which you can think of as playing 32nd notes at 120 beats per minute. And that's only in bursts. I can't sustain that long. I could play like that, like a little flourish, a burst of playing 32nd notes at 120 beats per minute. Or I can think of it as 16th notes at 240 beats per minute, which is decently fast. But I know that there's plenty of guys who play faster, and I like watching their videos on YouTube. But no matter what I do, no matter what sticks I buy, no matter what I tap on, what drum, what practice pad, playing on a pillow, adjusting my grip, that's how fast my hand can move. That's how fast my brain can send a signal out to my hand to move. That's my maximum speed. Now, what I can help students with, again, is maximizing that. And here's a very simple idea. Okay, when I'm playing a drum, stick goes up, stick comes down, repeat. Once the stick is up, I can put it down. Makes sense? That's, again, kind of a simple idea. So when I'm playing, I want to get my rebound time as close to 0 as possible. The closer I can do that, the faster I'm going to play. If I have students, I tell students this, like, you mean like this? I'm like, no, you're going down, up, down, up. They're stopping the stick at the bottom, stopping at the top, and it's like 2 motions. And so they have a lot of time where the stick is not moving. So what I tell students is start like this, whip the stick down as fast as you can. The moment it hits the drum, relax completely and let it rebound up. And I tell students, if you drop the stick, that's not such a bad thing. That means you relaxed a tiny bit too much. You should instantly relax your hand as much as possible so you don't drop the stick and let it rebound up. To the point where if I blinked, I would miss it. That's how fast it rebounds. I would blink and miss it. It's just that fast. What it feels like when I'm playing, I feel my hand going down, and I feel like it hits here. Bak! It feels like it stops there. Now I know that it's going down, but that part's happening so fast, by the time I hear the note, it feels like it's already back up to this position. And once it's in this position, it's ready to go back down again. So the main thing I do is get out of the stick's way. Again, if I relax just a tiny bit too much, that stick would go, it would fly, which happens sometimes. Happens to me sometimes. And I tell my students, that's not such a bad thing. If that happens, that means you relaxed just a tiny bit too much. Tiny bit. And that stick is almost instantly back ready to play. Same in the left hand. There it goes. That's what I'm talking about. I relaxed a tiny bit too much, and that stick went flying across the room. But it comes back up by itself. I don't pick it up. There is plenty of energy on a drum pad or on a drum to bounce that stick up. All right? And yeah, my chair keeps sinking on me here. Hang on, I'll help it out. And once the stick is up, it's ready to go down again. Same sort of thing for traditional grip. Pop. It ends back up here. I throw it down, pop, it comes back up here. I'm not picking it up. It just rebounds up. There we go. Well, they're going to try and drop the stick as a demonstration, but I've done it twice. So that's kind of the key to playing fast. When I'm working on speed, I barely touch the stick. So there's a sense of touch there, not playing like this. My fingers touch the stick, and they are pushing it down, but they're letting it rebound. The moment it hits the drum head, or the pad in this case, bam, instant relaxation. I'm just barely touching the stick and letting it rebound up. When a student plays this way, they learn a fine sense of touch, and their fingers get used to barely touching the stick, so they're not muscling it. Which later on, so they're going to be able to do delicate motion with the fingers. All that is just fine, delicate finger motion. And so that starts with here with a big, gross motion. We're learning to barely touch the stick, and we get that sense of touch on the drumstick. And to that end, I practice like 8 on a hand. All the exercises that I do and I show on this channel are simple exercises. The point is just to develop a technique, not to learn some weird exercise. And what I do, it's a variation on 8 on a hand. I'll do like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'll play 4 on a hand, and then 8 at double time. When I'm playing those, it's just kind of bounce catch. Bop, 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 bop. Again, it's a lot of finger motion. Does my wrist move? Sure. It's all attached. I don't try to isolate it. My arm may move slightly. My wrist is going to move too. It's all, they're all connected. My wrist moving a little bit with that? Yeah, but I'm not going. That would be smashing if it were just completely wrist. Not just finger. The wrist is kind of moving a little bit too. But it's mostly coming from the fingers there. After the first note, kind of dribbling a basketball. It has the energy in it. It pops back up, and I can just keep putting it back down. Now I really try on the 16th notes to make each note articulate. I'm not just doing like that, which it kind of does on its own. The stick does bounce. But I'm using my fingers to place each note exactly so I have the timing, the articulation. When I'm on my pad, I feel like each note should be a little pop. Pop, 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 pop. So I'm articulating every note. And when that transfers to over I'm playing on a drum, there's an attack for each note. And that attack gives the clarity of the rhythm. So it's the attack that defines when the note starts, which on drums, that's a lot of our sound. The drums aren't speaking very long, and it's the attack that identifies the rhythm. Okay. Whether I'm playing a drum that rings a lot, like a timpani or concert bass drum or a timbali, or I'm playing a snare or a high top that's got a much shorter sound, it's really the attack that's the rhythm. So I play the articulation with purpose, I get that little pop. Even on my pad, I get a nice little pop. I strive for each note to have that little pop. If I find that I'm missing it, like if I'm trying to play really fast, I start kind of, if those notes kind of deteriorate in sound quality, I'm going to back up and slow down. I'm going to slow down a little bit. So I hear each note that pops out there. And that's going to be it for today's video. I'll have more on this subject later. But there's the big secret to playing fast. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.